Thank you.
Maybe you just like
Give me just a minute.
Good morning. Good morning.
I don't know. Well, I can be purchased. You could.
I don't have that.
I'll pass to.
Cash? No. I'm going to here.
We'll see what like move.
I'll text you where I don't know when the auditorium.
You would have. I gotta admit, you would have.
End up with broken toe and all standing 9 toes down. She got me so hot. 9 toes. If you end up with like a wire or something.
Good morning, guys.
Hey, how are you? You got it now? Okay, good. I'll go get it. Be back.
Oh my gosh, yesterday's show was interesting because
Oh, yeah.
it broke
Oh, no.
during Veronica's.
Hey, good morning. Buenos dias.
Good morning.
Morning, morning. So, you broke while So did people laugh? Good morning, buenos dias. Good morning. I almost said buenos dias, but you're wrong language.
Tranquilo.
What
Я лайк.
Та він поставив теж отак. Це ми коли оформляли, він сіла така. О, що за маньяк? Вот что написал, ты что написал, ты что написал, Аля. Вот видишь, я даже не понимаю. Стой, ты куда?
we shall do what we must do. They can't shoot God any further. And then you can rest and be at your best if you no more tests. Oh, and gee, is that Guillermo? I see Guillermo, he's alive. What up? What up? How? Good? Awesome. Hola? I tell you, I feel like a shipwreck today. I couldn't get out of bed this morning. Gosh.
I don't know what happened. I'm drawn
Ay, man, si te encuentro.
Good morning. Hey, Tyrese. Hi.
I'll probably take it.
Wait, for English one?
Good morning.
No. You did? Hasta aquí. Así como dijiste. It's okay, we got it. You just want to get fish, unless you go to IHOP. You know what I mean? You want to read from IHOP.
Weird ass bitch, bro. Weird ass bitch. Let's go. I should have
Why
dragged
is
her
it
ass
helping
over.
now? I'm older now. Why is it helping now? I do it myself.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Chief Kiddo.
Yelling at me.
Ya, no voy a estar aquí todo el día de mañana. Yo en el field trip.
I think a lot of people, we have a lot because today is what? Start.
The itching has decided. Yeah, I think the blood is going. I'll bring that in at least once every couple of years. And I have to go like.
What's the green? There's a name for it.
Oh, can I go to tissue for some water?
I'll have to tell you later, but when I was Googling it.
Gosh, you gotta have tissue. My goodness.
But yeah, it causes a tingling sensation and it could cause it feel like it's inflamed. You know, a lot of people are experiencing it.
Yeah, and I know what it is.
Ya me contestaron. Yo lo bloqueo.
Not turmeric, they put it in there, and it actually does overstimulate. I have to say, I know. Yeah, I don't drink them anymore. I made the mistake.
Mira, ya nomás le estamos Oh, okay. Okay, entonces son de los asustes.
I had already 2 or 3 cups of coffee. And I dropped.
Vaya porque vaya. Cualquiera. Wait, ¿ya es comercial? ¿Qué clase?
Well, yeah, makes you feel hot.
Not hot, this is itchy. Now, I know what you're referring to though, when you had too much caffeine.
Yeah, oh, I thought I literally went into the bathroom.
And you needed a
I
moment?
had to see it.
Oh my god.
I just went into the like I'll ever touch the monsters.
Anyways.
Yeah, I got away off the monsters. It's not
Why do you take like 3 hours to answer me?
That's a good question.
I suppose that kind of makes sense.
I decided
No,
to
big.
today.
Big?
Never.
Big.
However much you
It's a, I Googled C4, C4 drink, allergy. And then a lot of itching and oh, what did I stop myself? Still recording.
It's called C4.
Yep.
Please.
Rehearse. ¿Te habla? ¿Tú si le das o no?
Yes.
Let me cash up you, bro.
All right, good morning, everyone.
50.
If I can get your attention, please, I would like to start off with an announcement, okay? I'm gonna just give you guys a heads up. We are giving out zeros if you are on your phone and not paying attention during the lesson. Okay? When we're giving out a lesson, we expect you guys to be engaged, okay, and to participate as well. If you are not engaged and you are on your phone, then you will get a zero for class participation in Canvas, in Skyward, okay? With that said, being able to be on your phones while you're working on your assignment, that is also a privilege, okay? When we have a little bit of free time, it's totally fine. However, while we are teaching and expecting you guys to be paying attention, you are abusing your privilege when you are on your phone and not listening, okay, and not paying attention. So with that said, we're gonna start off today with a short clip. This was at Dr. D's. This video is from Dr. D's church service this past Sunday, okay? And while he was listening to the speaker, he was like, whoa, I am hearing some anaphora. I'm hearing some parallelism. Everything that we are teaching you guys, he was actually hearing it. And so what we want to do is we want to show it to you guys to see if you guys can hear and point out any of the anaphora, any of the techniques that we taught you guys, you guys incorporated into your speech. We want to see if you guys can pinpoint where it is while the speaker is speaking. It's very short. The choir does sing, and then the speaker comes on, and then the choir sings just for a short while, and then the speaker speaks again, okay? And the reason we're doing this is because the techniques that you are learning, once you really understand it, you'll be able to recognize it the same way Dr. D did at church. You'll be able to recognize it in the music, all the songs you listen to, any books you're reading, poetry, writing, and then you'll also be able to incorporate it naturally into your own writing. And these techniques are what makes your writing and your work more effective, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and play this. This speaker will come on in just a second. That's where it's on, right? And if you notice, this is anaphora. It's in the music as well.
Yes, you're doing the right way.
Oh, okay.
She sings that, and then he comes on.
Okay.
To the port in the
And now Ron Harris will come on and speak.
Pay
God
attention to
has
the
always
repetition.
had a people. Many a foolish conqueror has made the mistake of thinking that because he had forced the Church of Jesus Christ out of sight, he had stilled its voice and snuffed out its life. But God has always had a people. The powerful current of a rushing river is not diminished because it's forced to flow underground. No, the purest water is the stream that bursts crystal clear into the sunlight after it's been forced its way through the rocks. There have been charlatans who, like Simon the magician, sought to barter on the open market that power which cannot be bought or sold. But God has always had a people. Men who cannot be bought, women who are beyond purchase. God has always had his people.
What do you hear?
There
Repeat
have
it.
been times of affluence and prosperity when the church's message has been nearly diluted into oblivion by those who sought to make it socially attractive or neatly organized and financially profitable. But God has always had a people. Yes, it's been gold-plated, draped in purple, encrusted with jewels. It's been misrepresented, ridiculed, mocked, and scorned. But God has always had a people. These followers of Jesus Christ have been, according to the whim of the times, elevated as sacred leaders or martyred as heretics, yet through it all there marches on the powerful army of the meek. God's chosen people who cannot be bought, flattered, murdered, or skilled. All through the ages they march the church, God's triumphant church, alive and well. Oh, listen, child of God, the church is alive. Discouraged pastor, it's his church, and it's still alive. Only missionary, sow that seed with confidence. The church is still alive. Oh, Saint,
What do you hear him repeating now?
is alive. If you
Church is alive.
keep trusting in Jesus, the church is alive. And you're not alone out there serving the Lord, dear student. Just keep looking to Jesus. The church is alive. And faithful fathers rest in the Lord. God's church is still alive. So family of God, lift your hand. Lift your praise to the Lord. The church, God's church, is triumphant. His church is alive. And it is well.
And that's a lot of repetition in the song as well. So, what is the purpose of refrain? And remember, refrain is a repeated message, right? It's a repeated phrase in a song or in a speech, in poetry. It's a phrase that's repeated. And what is the purpose of this repetition? When you want to get a point across, right? When you're speaking to a friend, what techniques do you try to use? Like when you are really trying to get a point across? Repeat yourself. So refrain, repetition, okay, repeating a certain phrase. The reason it's used is because it highlights the message and it really gets the message across when you repeat it over and over. So here, the speaker, the first portion where he was giving his speech, okay, he was repeating what? It was God has always had a people, right? And so that he was highlighting that message. He wanted, regardless of what was going on, God has always had a people. And then this second part, what was being repeated? The church is alive. It's alive. It's still alive. Okay? He wanted to highlight that the church is still alive, right? So just simply, you will hear refrain, repetition, parallelism, all of these techniques that you guys are using. You'll be able to really pick it up, just like Dr. D did when he was at church. The speaker is using these tools, repetition, in order to make his speech effective, in order for the congregation, for the audience to really receive and hear what his message is. Okay? We're good? Yeah? So,
No, you're good. You're good. You said it.
okay. All right. So, guys, go ahead, pull out your notebooks. Today what we're going to do is we're going to look at a couple of clips. Yes. Yeah, there's paper on the bookshelf, on the board shelf.
No food for me? Oh, man. What a rip-off.
So on the next few slides, listen up guys, on the next few slides, we're going to see a series of clips. And what I want you to do is write down some of the techniques that are used in the clips that demonstrate the clubs of communication, okay?
That's all. Yeah.
It's in that red basket.
Yeah, I always keep, oh, I'm running low though. I'm gonna have to get some more.
It's on the crayon.
Oh, yeah, okay. They're all gone already. Wow, I had put a few hundred in there. They go fast.
So,
You know,
while you're watching, guys, pay attention, while you're watching new clips, I want you to pay attention to any of the clubs of communication that's being used. So here's a list of the clubs of communication that you guys learned, incorporated into your speech. So metaphors, similes, epiphora, anaphora, any interjections, rhetorical questions. Okay, I want you to pay attention to these clips and kind of jot down any words that exhibit parallelism. Okay, anything that was poetic, any figurative language. In this next clip here, it's called "Why Do We Fall?" I believe. Hold on, let me pull it up. Yeah, why do we fall? Okay, it's a motivational video. I want you to take note. It kind of goes by quick. It's kind of hard to jot down the examples and listen to the video at the same time. But at least try to have one thing that stood out to you that kind of represents any of the techniques you guys learned that was used in this speech, okay?
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You're nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Pain is temporary. It may last for a minute, or an hour, or a day, or even a year. But eventually, it will subside, and something else will take its place. If I quit, however, it will last forever.
The margin for error is so small. I mean, one half a step too late or too early, and you don't quite make it. 1/2 second too slow, too fast, you don't quite catch it. The inches we need are everywhere around us. Regular game, every minute, every second.
Every minute, every second, that's parallelism.
You gotta protect it. You can't do something themselves. They wanna tell you you can't. You want something, go get it.
Don't be afraid to fail. You can't always win, but don't be afraid of making decisions.
You have to believe that something different can happen. He who says he can and he who says he can't are both usually right.
Most of you say you want to be successful, but you don't want it bad. You just kind of want it. You don't want it badder than you want to party. You don't want it as much as you want to be cool. Most of you don't want success as much as you want to sleep.
Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us.
Deep down, ask yourselves, who do you want to be? And figuring out for yourselves what makes you happy, no matter how crazy it may sound to the people.
Make a choice, right? Just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. Just decide.
Why not? Why can't I be the MVP of the league? Why can't I be the best player in the league? I don't see why. Why can't I do that?
What did you say to the kid? It ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit. And keep moving forward. How much you can take it. And keep moving forward.
Keep moving forward was at the end of each of those sentences. What's that an example of?
And don't ever give up.
Epiphora. Repetition at the end.
We can stay here, get the shit kicked out of us, or we can fight our way back into the light. We can climb out of hell. 1 inch at a time. To be able at any moment to sacrifice what you are for what you will become. Most of you won't be successful because when you study it and you get tired, you quit. I don't do well in math. You're right. You ain't never studied. I'm not good at writing because you have never written before. Talent comes naturally. Skill is only developed by hours and hours and hours of beating on your craft. If you're not making someone else's life better, then you're wasting your time. Don't cry to give up. Try to keep going. Don't cry to quit. You already get paid. You already hurt. Get a reward from it. Now, if you know what you're worth, let's go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hit and not think or say you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that. Because every day is a new day. Every moment is a new moment. So now you got to go out and show them how I did the future. Now, I'm gonna show you how great I am.
17th chapter of St. Luke is written, the kingdom of God is within man, not one man nor a group of men, but in all men, in you. You, the people, have the power. The power to create machines, the power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Now, what are you gonna do?
Because limits, like fears, are often just an illusion.
Okay, so what message did you get from that video? Never give up.
Keep moving forward.
Keep moving forward. Perseverance. And very good, guys. You can't win without failing. Very good. And you gotta get up, even when you fall. Anybody else? It was a very motivational speech. Now let's talk about, because it was full of a lot of parallelism, a lot of repetition, repeating certain words to get the point across. What were some examples you guys heard? Those of you guys who jotted down something, what'd you write down?
Rise and shine, paying attention or watching a movie.
What were, but that's okay. What'd you write down? Because there's a reason why you wrote it down. It could have been because it was.
Keep moving forward.
Yeah. Keep moving forward. What? So in this video, there was a time where he said, "Every day is a new day. Every moment is a new moment." That's parallelism. Very good, Angel. That's a perfect example of parallelism. It's very balanced. Every day is a new day. Every moment is a new moment. Okay? What else? Towards the end of the video, it said, now, what are you going to do? What's that an example of? Very good. It's a rhetorical question. Along with what? Now, what are you going to do? A lot of times rhetorical questions are paired with what? A statement. What kind of statement? What's it called? It's like an exclamation. Starts with an I. Interjection. Very good. An interjection. What else was found within that video? There was a lot of anaphora, a lot of epiphora. Before we move forward, I want to ask you guys, what is anaphora in your, just in your own words? Very good, very good. Yes. So, so anaphora is a repeating of a phrase or word where? At the beginning or end of a sentence or clause? The beginning. It's at the beginning. What about epiphora? It's at the end, right? I got another question for you guys. Not sure. But, because notice I am constantly, consistently asking you guys the definition of these words, what they mean, why. Why am I doing that? To get it lodged in your mind. Yes. Epiphora. Epiphora. There it is. Okay, moving along. If I can get you guys to wake up, those who have your heads down. Emily, right? Do you know there was a day that I was at the school. It was after one of the musicals, after the show, and I was yelling your name, but I was calling you the wrong name. Huh? I was like, Jenna, Jenna, because I always mix you up with another student. And I know you're tired, and I know why. Stay with me. Stay with me. Who all went to the musical last night? Well, I mean, obviously. I was there until midnight. Really? Midnight? Yeah. I was everywhere. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so good.
I'm in varsity with the class, but I'm not.
Oh, okay. Well, you eventually. Hey, no, because you got like one more year here, right?
I don't know if I will for my senior year. I'm still.
You should. You should. Oh my gosh, that musical.
It was amazing.
Emily, you did a fantastic job on the lighting. Seriously. Okay, I have another clip for you guys. This. Here we go. Who's seen Clueless? Okay, so this next clip. Yeah, this next clip is actually from Clueless. Okay. So in the clip, okay, she gives a short speech. Within that short speech, she actually incorporates a lot of the things we required you to incorporate in your speech, which were what? You had to have what in your speech? Figurative language, yes. Anaphora, yeah, she didn't quite have anaphora in her speech, but she restated it using an analogy, right? And then what else? What else was required for your speech? You start off with what? What did you start your speech off with? A solid claim. Very good. A solid claim, followed by what? What was required for your speech? A solid claim, and then, so a claim and a statement, that's one and the same. The concession. The concession. She has a concession in there. What is a concession? The counter argument. Acknowledging the opposition. Okay? And what I want you to do is pay attention. Pay attention to the way she uses her concession, what her claim is, how she restated her claim, and her use of diction. What's diction?
Oh, sure. How you
The way you talk.
How you structure yourself. Sorry.
That's syntax. The way the sentence is structured, that's syntax. Diction is the way you say things, it's your word choice, the words that you choose to use. So pay attention to how the kind of words she uses. Okay, I'll go ahead and play the clip. Pay attention because it goes pretty quickly. And she's giving a speech on refugees, okay, and why they should be allowed in America.
Should all oppressed people be allowed refuge in America? Amber will take the position. Cher will be pro. Cher, 2 minutes.
So, okay, like right now, for example, the Haitians need to come to America. But some people are all, what about the strain on our resources? Then it's like, when I had this garden party for my father's birthday, right? I said RSVP because it was a sit-down dinner. But people came that did not RSVP. So I was totally bugging. I had to haul ass to the kitchen, redistribute the food, squish in extra place settings. But by the end of the day, it was the more the merrier. And so, if the government could just get to the kitchen, rearrange some things, we could certainly party with the Haitians. And in conclusion, may I please remind you that it does not say RSVP on the Statue of Liberty.
Okay, so even though that speech was pretty short, she kind of had a solid speech there. y'all need to hear it again? So remember, she's speaking about refugees, why immigrants, Haitians, okay, why they should be able to seek refuge here in America. That was her argument. Okay, did you guys catch her concession? She said something about strain on our resources, right? So she stated her claim, what she's talking about. Then she immediately said, you know, some people may say, what about the strain on our resources? That's a concession. And then what analogy did she use? A dinner party, a garden party. And what happened during that party? There were more people who didn't RSVP, and so she had to adjust and rearrange, you know, the food, the settings for the dinner to accommodate everyone who ended up coming there who didn't RSVP, right? But she ended with, you know, the more the merrier. She realized at the end of the day, the more the merrier. She actually had a great time with everyone who was there, okay? So that was the analogy there. I'm gonna play it one more time.
Should all oppressed people be allowed refuge in America? Amber will take the con position. Cher will be pro. Cher, 2 minutes.
So, okay, like right now, for example, the Haitians need to come to America. But some people are all, what about the strain on our resources? But it's like, when I had this garden party for my father's birthday, right? I said RSVP because it was a sit-down dinner. But people came that like did not RSVP. So I was like totally bugging. I had to haul ass to the kitchen, redistribute the food, squish in extra place settings. But by the end of the day, it was like the more the merrier. And so, if the government could just get to the kitchen, rearrange some things, we could certainly party with the Haitians. And in conclusion, may I please remind you that it does not say RSVP on the Statue of Liberty.
So the analogy was a very clever way, effective way to get people to understand. Because she was like, so if so people who RSVP'd, she ended up having to go in the kitchen and rearrange everything, right, to accommodate them. And so she said if the government can just go in the kitchen, rearrange, you know, the resources, then maybe we can all party together, right? The more the merrier, have a good time, and it not be so bad. So those are the elements that she incorporated into her speech, all right? Now, moving on to the next video. So this video is from Cool Hand Luke. So I've never seen, guys, excuse the old movies from the old man, okay?
Whatever.
Cool Hand Luke. We're gonna watch the next clip, and in your notebooks, I want you to write or explain how the guard, because there's a guard speaking, how does he get his message across? Okay, make sure to specifically write the example of there's something that he repeats, okay? He incorporates repetition in his, while he's communicating with Luke.
There's no playing grab ass or fighting in the building. You got a grudge against another man, you fight him Saturday afternoon. Any man playing grab ass or fighting in the building spends the night in the box. First bell is 5 minutes of 8. When you will get...
I do this all the time when I'm trying to turn the captions on. Huh? You've seen this movie? I haven't. Okay. Pay attention. I'll give you guys just a heads up. He repeats something, words at the beginning and also at the end. So pay attention to see if you notice what it is.
There's no playing grab ass or fighting in the building. You got a grudge against another man, you fight him Saturday afternoon. Any man playing grab ass or fighting in the building spends the night in the box. First bell is 5 minutes of 8. When you will get in your box. Last bell is at 8. Any man knocking his bunk at 8 spends the night in the box. There's no smoking in the prone position in bed. To smoke, you must have both legs over the side of your bunk. Any man caught smoking in the prone position in bed spends the night in the box. You get 2 sheets every Saturday. You put the clean sheet in the top sheet in the bottom sheet you turn in the laundry for. Any man turns in the wrong sheet spends the night in the box. Which no one will sit in the bunks with dirty pants on. Any man with dirty pants on sitting on the bunk spends the night in the box. Any man don't bring back his empty pop bottle spends the night in the box. Any man loud talking spends the night in the box. You got questions, you come to me. I'm Carl, the floor walker. I'm responsible for order in here. Any man don't keep order spends the night in the box. I hope you ain't gonna be a hard case. Which sheet?
Okay, so how did he get his point across? His message across the loop. Spend the night in the box.
Any man.
In any man. Right. So any man was an example of what? I'm looking for the term. Anaphora. Any man does this, they spend the night in the box. And spend in the box, what's that an example of? Looking for the term. Epiphora. Epiphora. Is that, oh! Epiphora, remember, okay, so 2 words, right? Anaphora, epiphora. The way you can remember anaphora, right, is repetition at the beginning. What's the first letter at the beginning of the alphabet? A. So you know off the bat, anaphora is at the beginning. Epiphora, right, is at the what? End, right? So both of those words begin with the letter what? E. E, right? So that's how you can remember where the repetition, where the repeated words or word is in the sentence, right? With anaphora, it's where? At the beginning. Epiphora is at the end. Very good. I did that a lot in school, guys, where I had to do little things like that to remember terms. Okay. I have one more clip. I believe it's just one. Yeah, it is. So this is a clip from the movie Hoosiers. Anybody familiar?
Basketball.
So we're gonna pay attention to how the coach, okay, there's a coach who's giving a speech to the players, okay, to his team, and how does he instill confidence in his underdog team before their game? Yeah.
There's a tradition in tournament play. Not talk about the next step until you climb the one in front of you. I'm sure going to the state finals is beyond your wildest dreams, so let's just keep it right there. Forget about the crowds, the size of the school, their fancy uniforms, and remember what got you here. Focus on the fundamentals that we've gone over time and time again. And most important, don't get caught up thinking about winning or losing this game. If you put your effort and concentration into playing to your potential, to be the best that you can be, I don't care what the scoreboard says at the end of the game, in my book, we're going to be winners. Okay?
This was a little different. How did he instill confidence in his underdog team before their game?
them up.
He hyped them up. And how? How did he hype them up? He did. Towards the end, what? The clap.
And repeatedly saying, let's go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Right? Okay? What are those examples of? Starts with a 9. Interjection, exclamation. He was hyping them up, and kind of getting them more like encouraged. And how would you describe his speech before the clapping? Was it motivational? Encouraging? Yes, no, maybe so. It was. Would you say he kind of pulled at their heartstrings and generated some emotion from them? Which is also a technique, right? We also want you to incorporate words in order to engage your audience, okay, make them think. That's a technique that you can use, okay? And out of these 3 terms, ethos, pathos, and logos, which one of those did he use? He generated what? Emotion. And what's the term that is tied to emotion? Pathos. Pathos. Very good, very good. Okay, so now it's your turn. Okay, I have 2 exercises for you. The first exercise is pretty simple. Okay, all we want you to do is we want you to practice using anaphora. And remember, what is anaphora? Repetition of the beginning of the sentence. Very good, very good. You're not going to forget this when you guys leave this class, okay? So, I want you to explain why less homework should or should not be given. Whatever you believe less homework should be given. I want you to take a few minutes to write down a couple of sentences on why less homework should be given, okay? But you need to incorporate some anaphora. Okay. A pretty simple example, less homework equates to more rest. Less homework equates to less stress. Less homework is best, right? Where's the anaphora in that? Yes. Less homework. Boom. Very good, very good. Now, I want you to create your own. It doesn't have to be super long, but I just want to see you practice it. And I want to see an example in your notebook, okay? Now remember, I will need this example in your notebook for when we are grading your journals for a major grade.
Which I need to put in that I'm gonna collect those next Monday.
Yep. All you need to do, don't think too hard. Just start writing why less homework should be given. And just make sure there's a little bit of anaphora in there. Oh my God. That's cool.
Are you out of control?
No. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you.
No.
Home yesterday. Remember, I kind of stayed a little while here because I got ready to go home. I had to wash his costume. And I got home.
I need to go.
Justin. He had already walked both dogs. The puppy did not have an accident. He had already washed his costume, so all I did was put it in the dryer. And he loaded the dishwasher.
That's the helper, the one I got to meet.
Yeah.
That,
That was different. I like, that was very, very out of the ordinary for like coming home after school. Like, usually they come home and don't do anything. This morning, my oldest, he came to my room at 5 o'clock, right? His mom came. Because he actually wants to make it to basketball practice. And I said, Mom, I'm gonna walk. He said he was gonna do what everyone's gonna do.
Oh my.
Like, I'll start the car, you know, because my car has to run to get it. And so like, I literally probably was like, get out of bed and take him to school and come back, you know, and
yeah, I'm cool with that. It's proof that they're supportive. You know, they recognize, you know, your efforts. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was.
You didn't even have to say anything, did you?
No.
That's what's so cool, man. That's good raising.
And especially like when there's so much going on, like, I'm not stressed or, I don't know, like, it's just, I'm just taking it day by day and then like things just, like that happened,
We're
it
just
makes it even easier, I'm just like, that made me feel so
That's
good.
good parenting.
Like, that was the first time I got to go home, like, loving the dogs, loving the boys, and I had to listen to the door.
Yeah.
And just, it was a lot of
Quiet.
it felt good.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
They're gonna enjoy, Saturday.
Is that this Saturday? No, it's next week? Yeah, right?
This coming Saturday.
Oh, let me, I think so, yeah, because it's today's the show.
Oh, wait, no, wait. No, it's next
It's Saturday, no, it's the Saturday,
It is this.
5, 6, 7,
Oh,
8, yeah, it is.
Again, they're gonna love it. Cause our church does an amazing job with this kind of stuff. Well, they just do, period. It's always, I mean, that's the thing about our church. It's always good. You know, it
I
just
can see
doesn't
that.
matter.
Hello. Thank you, thank you.
Who's got a makeup?
Ranger.
And she's never here either.
I know.
She's never here, and this person's never here.
Who's that, and who's that?
So,
AP? Is that our AP person?
no, no, that's different.
Okay. Alright, let me come around and see what you guys have. So where's your uniform?
This one.
So, okay. So preposition before a sentence, right? Or after applause, which applause would be like.
What you want?
Is that at like the end of the sentence? Right here? Is
I'm gonna
this a
refill
sentence
this.
tense, or is your
Just kidding.
comma touch right here? Okay, so then that would be a clause, we need a break. And that's fine, that's fine. So the preposition would need to be the beginning here, or here and here.
¿Should I see it? Le dio sueño. Ah, ya sé, qué a gusto. Yo pues ya, ellos están viendo una película de Navidad. Con el árbol prendido, con mi cobija de Navidad, con mi chocolate bonito y unos tamales. Ay, imagínate. Ay, déjame
Mateo, you are one amazing guy. Oh, you guys are. So more homework? Yeah.
¿Quieres que nos den más tarea?
Sí. No.
What? Because some homework can be considered as practice.
Let's be real. Do we really do homework though?
No, you guys don't have, we don't give you guys homework. Your homework is if you don't do your work in class. So that would be
But
on you.
do we really do? Okay, no. That's the thing. Like, just give us less homework.
We don't even give you that. We technically, this class, you don't have homework.
English.
You're
I'm talking about
just in general. I don't know, cause honestly, so my boys, they, in the middle school, they don't have homework either. Do any of your teachers give you guys homework?
No.
Yes.
Well, that's good, cause honestly, I'm not for homework. You guys already have enough on your plate, but that's why we want you guys to do your work here, because then you're making yourself have homework.
What time is it? It's
Wait, let me see.
10 and I cannot. Ay, ya me contestaron. ¿Has escuchado esta canción? No, que está
Good job, Tyrese. I hope you're not
La
gonna be
puse
stuck
en el
here.
Instagram. La última vez que
That's my
subí a alguien al
example.
Instagram. Y no la pude
I
escuchar como
would
por 2
prefer
meses porque
you
me podía.
not use my example or not use those words,
Literalmente
but you
una
can
semana
use your
después de
own
eso,
words, right? And
Lo
follow
dejé.
kind of the layout, right? So I have two sentences where the beginning of those sentences start with the same words, right? Less homework, less homework. Actually, less homework is late.
It's all
So
right.
think about
I see it.
what you want to say.
No.
In what way? How?
It's a sister of Callisto.
Oh, the first one.
Tell me why.
Creo que es eso.
No, él me dijo ayer que no era su.
Why you believe
Literalmente cada
Why?
mensaje
you
que
guys
me
shouldn't
llega.
have a lot of homework? Like you.
Ay,
No, that's very neat.
That's important.
es que es bien diferente conocer a... O sea, estar
What they were
hablando
talking
con
about,
alguien totalmente diferente.
yeah,
Y no sé qué.
that's in Spanish.
So you're saying there's enough hours
Con esta escuela.
in
Oh.
the school day for you guys to complete the word, understand the word, right? So there's really.
Pensé que sería buena idea, pero
You like it?
tengo clases.
No, me no.
Esta.
So, give me write a sentence, write one sentence, and then we'll build from that.
The black girl in the dress.
Oh.
You like it?
No sé.
No need for homework. That's an incomplete.
Por eso casi no vengo a esta.
There is no need.
Right, okay, go ahead, write that.
Do you know this is
Quería y ni le pareció. Allá tú. Tú sabes.
Okay, so based off of what you learned in school, we can kind of build and by repeating stereotypes. Y'all said that there was enough hours in the school day, right? So there's no need for homework. There's plenty, there's enough time or enough hours you need to improve during the school day to understand the word.
Yo ya
There's
sabía cosas.
not enough time at home. Well, there's not enough. You wanna like repeat
Yo ya sabía.
a certain word
Pero
or
nunca había
phrase.
hecho nada
So you could use this word
Tenía el miedo de...
at the beginning, and then you want to explain, like give reasons it, but you're paying attention to how you're forming your sentences.
Eso fue en el verano, ya empezó en la escuela.
You can say there's enough time.
Mira, el rato ahí está. Y el rato ahí después. Cuando le está dando a los chicos que le da a ellos, ahí ¿cuándo?
So you mean like but like you said, it's just.
You like money? Oh, you do?
Después no sé nada, pero
It's so beautiful.
Oh, no.
You know?
Y cuando vio que no, me perdonas, pero no. Y las cosas resultan fácil.
I like it. I kind of want to read that one out loud, or you read that one out loud.
Oh, you was freshman?
I will. Back to that one. That one, I mean, you got a point.
Right. It feels rotten.
Son de aquí.
You stopped after that. Taking sentence, didn't you? Okay. Add one more, We have to move, we do have to move along.
No. Yo ponerme reforma a eso, no gracias. No es por hacerme sentir que... Exactamente. Antes sí me gustaba mucho. No. Yo no voy a andar trabajando para hacer una cualquiera como te gusta. I don't know what's right. I said less homework should be given because school's already so stressful.
You will write it down.
Okay.
Write it down.
I'll write it down.
Alright, guys, we're gonna go ahead and move forward. Does anybody want to share theirs? No? I do have one example. This, I'm sharing this one because it actually takes a different stance, okay? So, and I want you guys to tell me where the anaphora is. Why less homework should not be given? Should not be given, right? So I believe that we should be given homework because sometimes we can use that extra practice. I believe that we should be given homework because that is also a grade along the work we get at school, and sometimes us kids need that homework grade to pull up our overall grade. Yes, I do believe that not having homework equates to more rest and stress, but let's be real. Almost every kid goes home and stay on their phone or games and stay up all night. So to be honest, you can use that time to be productive. What was the anaphora in that? Yeah, that was I believe. So I do need this exercise in your journal, but let me go ahead and move on to the second exercise. Okay, listen up, guys. Here's a second exercise, okay? We're gonna stop here because I want to make sure that you guys complete this exercise. And if you are talking or if you are on your phone, I'm going to assume you have completed your work. All right. I want you to pretend you are interviewing for your dream job. Okay? The employer, the person who is interviewing you, has asked why you are the best candidate for the job. Okay? So you're going to sell yourself. You're going to explain, give him details about why you're the best person for the job. Okay? So you want to go into your talents, your character, your skills, and how it relates to, yes. Okay, so think about your dream job, okay? And then what you're gonna do is you're going to write a response and sell yourself, okay? Don't say, I believe I'm the best person for this job, because then you sound like you're not confident that you are. You want to sound confident. You want to list things about yourself that makes them want to hire you and believe that you're the best person for the job. And what do you think I want you to do within that paragraph? What have we been doing? What have we been doing with our speech? With this short exercise? No, I want you to incorporate, I want you to use these techniques, okay? Use a rhetorical question at the end. So, why wouldn't I be the best person for this job? A metaphor, refrain, okay, some repetition. The whole purpose of these exercises is for you to practice parallelism, for you to practice for you to practice effective writing. Okay, you want to make sure your sentences are balanced. You want to learn how to make your writing effective, okay, more powerful. And the way you can do that is by using these techniques. The same way the speaker at Dr. D's church incorporated some anaphora, right? Some epiphora, some repetition. Why did he do that? It's because it makes his speech effective. Why are you going to use these tools? Because you want to make your speech effective to the employer and convince him to hire you for this job. Okay? Don't think too hard, guys. Sometimes all it takes is for you to just start writing. Just start writing. Sell yourself, okay? What are some positive characteristics, traits, talents, skills that connects you to that dream job? And what makes you the best candidate for that job? So this is what I want you guys to work on. If you guys need any help, let me know. I'll come around and I'll help you guys. But think about your dream job. Start there. I want to see parallelism. I want to see balanced sentences. Make sure you remain in the same tense, okay? So if you don't have one yet, then so think about, okay, what are you like doing? Like, do you play sports, or are you interested in going to a specific college? What about, do you plan, okay, so pretend you,
Okay.
talk about, we gonna figure this out today. So, what do you enjoy doing? Or is there something you would like to learn how to do that you don't know how to do yet? No? Come on, what do you enjoy doing? What's something that interests you? Yeah. I refuse to believe that. That's not true. That is not true. I do not believe that. But if you could choose, if you could choose to do something in your free time, what would it be?
Igual a Wood, que queda yo, porque ya la empresa en inglés no.
Okay, you gotta think about it.
Puede ser todo esto.
So you're good at sleeping, okay. So. You know there are like, there are like companies that
I'm just
pay
kidding.
for you to do for a certain period of time. Oh, that's a stretch.
You're right. You're right.
No, but it is true though. It is true.
I don't like sleep that much.
Well, it seems like you're good at it. Acting? Yes. Comedy. Stand-up comedy.
Bad joker.
I guess you are. You don't even know it. There's so many, but there's so many things out there that you there's something out there for you.
Okay. Lo que sea. Lo que sea. Con eso no me importa. Literalmente. Ay, no, me da miedo. Me da miedo yo sola. No es que no he sentido así mucho tiempo.
There has to be something that brings you. It doesn't have to make you like super excited, but something you're like, I like doing this. There has to be something, and you need to think about it. What's your favorite subject?
My favorite subject.
And if you were required to join a club at school, what would it be? A club or a sport? Or a trade? If you were required to take a trade, what would it be?
Y una vez fui a un con alguien y lo había visto y resulta pues que ella me seguía sí, oíste y yo no lo seguía y pues de repente yo no seguía
But your life doesn't end here at school, right? You know, there's always, there is going to, you have a future. So, this isn't just the end all be all, right?
No.
So you have to start paying, you have to pay attention
Yo
to the
sentía
things that
yo
kind
también
of pique your
sentía
interest. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to get
Ay,
you
es
to
que
think
como te
about.
digo, me sentía guilty de
Things that you
hacerlo,
can
pues.
see yourself doing.
Aunque ya no estuviéramos juntos y él andaba así.
That it's not like, oh my gosh, this is boring,
Sí,
I'm not interested.
sí, sin que le importara que como yo me
You gotta-
sentía. Entonces yo,
At the end of the day, you
yo
do
no
have
soy
to start
así, yo soy
thinking
bien
about
nice.
this because you're not
No sé,
gonna spend the rest of
sí,
your
me
life.
agarré un
going to
estilo
jail.
medio seguido.
Yeah, but then after school,
Y
what are you gonna do?
sí, duró como un mes y medio así,
You
cada vez
can't
que
just,
ponía
you
algo,
don't wanna be
he would slide
that
up.
guy who stays home and works his mom.
Pero yo siempre lo dejaba así en visto porque
Doing a little bit.
Okay,
how are you going to afford to take care of
y
yourself?
yo bien pendeja y dejando que
Exactly, you're going to have to, you're gonna have to work.
ya hasta los
Okay, so whatever job you applying for,
he slid up y no
to
sé
pay
qué
these
dijo,
bills, that's your employer.
luego
So what job, because you're gonna be required to work, what would you sell for doing? What's something you would sell for doing?
Madre, casi me muero.
Settle for.
No sé
Because you don't like work.
pero
What kind of work do you like? What kind of work?
y me quedé así como que
Okay.
y luego ayer porque fue conmigo eso ayer me preguntó Gio me preguntó que cuánto
Okay. Do you mean me this or that?
okay y luego me dice pues ¿qué pasó si te sientes a gusto platicar? Yo ya no me puede solo platiqué, no me puse en investigar todo, ¿verdad? Ew, she's so, let's not say.
A ver.
Oh, sorry, no sé si eres amigas con ella.
No sé quién es.
Ah, ok. Ay, pues yo le había explicado así los dos.
Oh my gosh, I love that. As I need you to need more. That's very good.
Pues sí, así le dije y luego se queda así, like, oh, like, I'm sorry, que tuviste que pasar por eso. Pues todo pasó por amor. Y luego me preguntaron.
No.
Ay, no sé qué, algo me ganó, que le tuve que decir que andaba ahí, estaba bien. Y luego me pide
Very good.
y luego,
You're really good at using your words.
me pide su canción y luego quiere ver.
Oh, I can
Le
tell.
valió
I can see
madre.
that. Yeah.
Y se la enseñé, pero no le mandé el Instagram, ¿no?
Video is very, very
No, nomás
good.
encontré la
Like,
foto de
using
ella.
words.
Yeah.
I wouldn't use quote. Very good.
Es lo que yo digo.
Like, I can tell, like, he's actually a very, very, very good word.
Yo iba a ser mexicana.
The same way I need you to be more.
Y se la y no, dice que no se acuerda de
Are you all being bad over there?
Mentiroso, no es cierto.
Malo Chico.
Malo Chico.
Lo que sí puede ser que yo fuera la
No,
primera
no, no.
en esa época. Ok. No, literalmente.
Sí.
Like,
No.
Oh. Sí, a mí también me pasa.
sí,
Sí.
porque con.
Miranda.
Yeah, oh. Todo, o sea, todo.
Sí, ya sé que
I didn't process sorry.
She's in the black. Is that has she? Yeah. There's two.
Uy, sí. Wait, ¿con quién?
No,
no, yo es que yo was having to get on
In the
Sorry.
and the
Oh, to be worse.
Justo las dos, pero